Howdy, hey y'all, Allison here, and I got a special treat for you guys today because right now I'm in Boston, Massachusetts because that's where I go to school at. And seeing as I am in Boston and the Magnus Chase series takes place largely in Boston, I thought I'd show you guys around to some of the locations from the series. So first we're going to go to the bridge that Magnus was living under at the beginning of the series, and then we're going to visit the Make Way for Ducklings sculpture, which is, as we all know, the center of the universe. Pretty important location. And then finally, for the grand finale, we're gonna go track down Uncle Randolph's house. I'm really excited for that. Let's get started. So right now we are in the Boston Commons, which is right outside the building that I live in. Fun fact, as you can see, it is a beautiful day. The Boston Commons is right next to the public garden, which is where we are going at the moment because that's where we can find the bridge and the Make Way for Ducklings statue. So let's make our way over there. There's so many people out and about today. Currently, the day that I am filming, it is Labor Day, so a lot of people have off work and off school, and it's really nice walking around. I like how even though I'm living in the city, there's so much green and wide open spaces. As you can see, right behind me is the Make Way for Ducklings sculpture. There are a lot of people out here, as you can obviously see, as we have established already. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and hopefully there'll be less people, and we can play with the ducks, and maybe get our way into, I don't know, Asgard. I don't know. Hey, look, it's a bus with the Make Way for Ducklings. Duckies, duckies, cheep, cheep, cheep. It has been 1 week, and every day I've come out here to try to film with the Ducklings. I mean, the Make Way for Ducklings statue. But every time I come out here, there's always people hanging around it, so I can't like hop on and fool around. So here's some pictures from a year ago of me doing that. Fun fact about ducks is that, you know how people are always giving them bread and breadcrumbs? Breadcrumbs are actually bad for ducks because it makes them feel full but doesn't actually give them the nutrients that they need. So then like they eat it and then they are like, okay, we're full now, and then they stop eating, but then they don't actually get what they need to be healthy ducks. So don't feed ducks bread. There it is, the bridge that Magnus was living under. We found it, my dudes. This is it. This is where it all began. Now for the part of the video that I am most excited for. We're tracking down Uncle Randolph's house. Now in the book it describes that the house, his big mansion, faces Commonwealth Avenue, but Magnus enters through the back entrance on public road 429, something like that, public street 429, something like that. Looking around this avenue, there's there's a long line of very rich, expensive homes for super rich, expensive people. But what distinguishes Uncle Randolph's mansion is that it's described as having gargoyles. It's a brownstone building, little gargoyles on the roof. So that's what we're looking for. If we can find a house on this avenue, facing the avenue, with gargoyles on the roof, then we got them, guys. We got them. Are there any gargoyles up there? I don't think so. There's some plants up there, but I don't see any gargoyles. guys, I'm not seeing any big expensive brownstones with gargoyles on the roof. I'm starting to think that maybe this is a fictional story and that we've been lied to this whole time. Bro, imagine being so rich that you can afford to live in Boston in a place like this. Sometimes I have these moments where I'm like, this is my life. I'm walking through Boston, staring at rooftops, looking for gargoyles. This is what my life has come to. You know what's wacky? Is that Rick lives in Boston. So imagine we run into none other than Uncle Rick. Wouldn't that be wacky? And then imagine Rick says, "Oh, hey, Allison, I love your YouTube videos. What are you doing here?" And I say, "Looking for gargoyles." And Rick, of course, would reply, "Of course you are." Guys, what are those? I think they're like lions, or regardless of if those are the gargoyles or not, this is not the place because Public Alley 27 is behind this building. And as we've established, Uncle Randolph's house has Public Alley 29 behind his building. Are you a gargoyle? Oh, no, I think that's just a lion. Why are there so many lions? You want to know what the mascot for Emerson College is? A lion. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, guys, this is it. This is the stretch of Commonwealth Avenue that has Public Alley 429 directly behind it. So it's got to be one of these buildings here. Gargoyles, gargoyles, no gargoyles. I'm not seeing any gargoyles. This dude's got a frog guarding his door. That's dope. Update. I've walked down the avenue and I have not spotted any buildings with gargoyles on the roof. But, you know, maybe the gargoyles flew away. I know that in the book they're described as just little statues, but who knows? This is magic we're dealing with here. What I'm gonna do is walk down Public Alley 429 and see if I can find it from behind, because that's how Magnus enters at the beginning of the first book. He enters through a door in like a basement door in the back of the building along Public Alley 429. So let's see if we can find any buildings back there with a little basement with a door like that. I don't know about y'all, but that back door is giving me magical vibes. This one also has very magical vibes. Look at that spiral fire escape, and the way it's blocked off like that. Definitely a contender. Yeah, pretty much all of these buildings along here have little doors in the back leading to like the first floor / basement. So, ooh, that one's pretty magical. Look at that. It's like a different color altogether. There was an old lady there. I didn't mean to disturb her. She's like, "Why are you filming my door?" Well, guys, we did not find any buildings that we can confirm to be the one we're looking for. We did not find any along this avenue with gargoyles on the roof, and the backside didn't really give us much help either. We do have some possibilities. I mean, maybe they removed the gargoyles because so many people like me were showing up. So maybe it could still be real, guys. It could still be real. Whatever the case, we have definitely narrowed down the little line of houses that could be the potential one. And back home we go. You know, geese get a really bad rap, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they can be mean and aggressive, but if you raise them in the right loving environment, they can be really sweet. I once knew a goose named Ryan Gosling, like Ryan Goosling, you get it? And he was a sweetheart. He was raised by like a really nice old lady, and he responds to his name. You say, "Ryan, Ryan," and he'll like come running over, and he nibbles on your fingers like gently. It's like, you look it up, it's called like goose kisses, or they just kind of like gently like kind of nibble on your fingers. Like, not, it doesn't hurt. It's really sweet. They can be very sweet if you raise them right. They're not inherently evil. Guys, this dude is still out here playing his saxophone. Look at that. Gotta respect the hustle. I'm so blessed to be going to school and living on campus in such a beautiful location. Living in the city can feel really scary and isolating, but I like having somewhere like this outside where I can go and kind of mentally reset myself and feel like I'm back at home again. Let me know in the comments if you want me to visit any more locations from the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series. There's plenty more I can go to, try to track down locations, stuff like that. So let me know in the comments, please. I love comments. With that said, I hope you enjoyed. I love you all. Okay, bye.